your Sunday going?
My Sunday was good, actually. My morning, it was nice. I woke up calm. Yeah. So, I mean, can't really ask for too much more other than wake up. But, no, my weekend was fun. We hung out, me and the kids hung out and played. Christmas was a good time. I found out that my daughter is an extreme princess. We were doing baths the other day, and this child had, so Lily, that's what I'm talking about, she had Callie come in and ask me if she could have some cucumbers. I was like, what do you need cucumbers for? She's like, well, Lily wants them. I'm like, what does Lily want cucumbers for? She's in the bath. She goes, well, she really wants to go and just completely relax, so she needs them for her eyes. She wants to put the cucumbers over her eyes. I was like, no. This is not a spa. We're not doing this. And then, like, the internal dad kicked in me, and, the sucker. And before she could get 4 feet away, I was like, just tell her I'll be there in a minute.
You want the skin on, the skin off. All right, fine.
Yeah. So, it happened. Oh, whatever. You got to treat them right. You got to, I figured it's better, since I don't want them to grow up having a significant other that's a piece of shit. I decided to make it extremely difficult for whoever they're going to date later on in life. So that will automatically help the weeding out process. It's kind of the way I figure it, rather than just feed them chocolate and make them undesirable. Make them overbearing and fucking ridiculously hard to live with.
Super high maintenance.
Yep.
Like, excuse me, Brad, where the fuck are my cucumbers? I'm in the bath.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I need two cucumbers for my eyes and 3 for my drink, please.
My daddy always does it.
Yeah.
Man, you realize you got high maintenance stitched on your purse? God damn.
It's tattooed on my thigh too. No, it's like, look, if we don't teach our kids how they should be treated, both mentally and physically, then fuck. Like, what the fuck are we doing as parents? Like, we need to make sure that they they understand that they're supposed to be taken care of, and they need to understand that they're supposed to take care of. One of the best moments for me this weekend was, I had no idea this happened, but my mom had taken the kids to go to the store last week sometime, and Callie really wanted this present, or this toy, and but she didn't have any money. So my mom, naturally, she's like, you don't have the money to buy it, so you can't get it. Like, I'm not just gonna buy you stuff, right? So, well, they were walking around the store, and I guess at some point Lily had asked my mom if she could borrow a couple dollars until she got back home to her piggy bank to give back to her, so she could buy the present for Callie and give it to her for Christmas. So Lily had gone out of her way to spend some of her personal money to make this, happen for Callie. It was really cool. It was a nice touching moment at Christmas, because I had no idea it was going down, and it just happened.
That is nice.
It's wholesome.
Yeah. My son, my mother-in-law took my son to the store because he had asked to kind of do the same thing, to get gifts for me and Summer, for Ellie. And the thing he got me was like one of those dollar store pool tables, with the little spring action cue stick, and it's this like little crappy plastic table with plastic balls. And so he wanted to play it the other day, and so he's gonna set it up. I hear these fucking pool balls that are tiny little fucking plastic balls hitting the floor left and right, and he's just like, oh, getting all mad. And I'm like, what's wrong? He goes, this pool table's a piece of crap. I'm like, well, buddy, it's a buck. What do you expect? I said, it's the thought that counts. He's like, this thing sucks.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I think we have one of those too.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you see, as a kid, you see these things, right? Like, you see these toys, and they're so interesting and exciting, and you want to play with it. And then as an adult, we're sitting here watching them going, dude, you don't need that. You're gonna break it in like 5 seconds. Like, it's a dumb toy. Like, it's cheaply made. I'm not spending money on that. And they don't get that until they have that moment where they actually do get it like that, and they're like, oh, dude, this is a piece of shit. What the fuck? Why did I want this? Or it's broken in like 5 minutes, and they're like, Dad, broke, can you fix it? Grayson's answer to everything is super glue it. I'm like, dude, I can't super glue stuff that you shattered into 1,000 pieces, bud. Like, it's not my fault you threw it against the fucking wall. Deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's like
What
Avery
age?
right now. That's like Avery right now with her stuff. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna test the durability. Oh no. She's like, oh no. For Christmas, Matt, my brother, got her a Buzz Lightyear, and her favorite movie is Toy Story. And that was like one of the first things that she really said about a movie was Buzz.
Mhm.
And she could say Buzz's name. She could say Woody a little bit, but she says Buzz. And when Buzz fell from the second floor and took his arm off, she was like, oh no. And she was like almost tearing up. And I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. All right. You know, it was like one of those moments where you're like, damn, I thought you were just like happiness and rage. I get to see another emotion. Fuck yes. You know, like it's one of those weird parenting moments where you're like, you're not rooting for her to be sad, but you're like, holy shit. Yes, more emotions. Come on, let's see them. Let's see you develop as a little human. And so all the time she says, oh no, Buzz. And as soon as she opened that package, oh no, Buzz. And she had him for 2 minutes, turned him upside down and went, bam, right to the floor. And then she did it again, and I was like, Avery, don't do that. She's looked at me and was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I miss that stage. I miss that young stage where they're just trying to figure shit out for themselves, and they're like, you know, they're interested in everything and how everything works.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm at the stage right now where my kids think they fucking know everything,
Ugh.
and it's obnoxious. It is so fucking obnoxious.
Last night we were heating up leftovers for dinner, and so I had heated Summer's plate, and she was feeding the baby, and Elias and I heated up our plates, and he goes to walk to the table, and my back's turned to him, and I just hear this, not crash, but I hear like a bang, right?
Mhm.
Nothing broken. It's not like a crash from a break. I'm like, what the fuck? And I turn around, and he's just staring at me, and he's giving me that look like waiting to see how pissed I'm gonna be. And his entire plate is on the table, but all the food is also on the table. And I was like, what just happened? And he like couldn't figure out what happened. He's just like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, clean it up. So he's like trying to figure out how to take the food off the table one piece at a time. And I said, just put your
Oh
plate
Jesus!
next to the table, scoop it right back
Scoop it
onto your
up.
plate, and grab a Lysol wipe and clean up the table.
Mhm.
He was just frozen in time, looking at me like waiting for me to explode.
Yeah,
Not-
Grayson did
not
that
la-
the other
not
day.
last night.
He spilt a cup of water a few days ago, and he was just sitting there looking at it. I'm like, dude, are you gonna clean that up or what? And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. So he because I've taught him the same thing. You know, you scoop it off the edge of the table, right? No,
Right.
like whether it was sprinkles or food or whatever. So he takes his cup and he puts his cup at the edge of the table. He's trying to scoop the water into the fucking cup. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Get a fucking paper towel. What are you doing? There's like 6 towels right next to you. Just get a hand towel. Go get a paper towel. What are you doing? He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, jeez, he's such a smart kid, but there's certain moments, man, when I look at him and I'm just like, is that thing even on? Like, are you actually using your brain at the moment? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick dad, but I love the kid and he is really smart, but there are a few moments where I genuinely don't think he actually uses his brain. I think he's just like floating. He's just going through life
He's just on
like,
autopilot.
yeah, he's just going through life on fucking autopilot.